नमस्कार। अमरउजाला.com के मेरे प्रोग्राम खरी बात में आपका स्वागत है, खैर मकदम है, वेलकम है। मैं विनोद अग्निहोत्री आज फिर रूबरू हूँ आपके साथ, आपके लिए एक नए मेहमान के साथ। आपको मालूम है कि पिछले 3 साल से लगभग खाड़ी में यानी इजराइल और फ़लस्तीन के बीच में एक ज़बरदस्त लड़ाई चल रही थी और इजरायली सैनिकों ने, फ़ौजों ने जिस तरह फ़लस्तीन में, गज़ा में ख़ास करके वहाँ पर जिस तरह हमले किए, जिस तरह बॉम्बिंग की, ड्रोन और मिसाइल हमले किए और हज़ारों लोग उसमें मारे गए। दुनिया इस पर सक्रिय हुई और अमेरिकी राष्ट्रपति डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने एक इनिशिएटिव लेते हुए इजराइल के प्रधानमंत्री नेतन्याहू से बात की और उसके बाद तमाम अरब देश भी इसमें शामिल हुए और एक शांति समझौता हुआ शर्म अल शेख में, मिस्र के शहर शर्म अल शेख में एक पीस अकॉर्ड हुआ, एक शांति समझौता हुआ। शांति समझौते के बाद यह उम्मीद जताई गई कि गजा में अब शांति होगी, वेस्ट बैंक में अब शांति होगी और अब शायद फ़लस्तीन के संकट का कोई सार्थक हल निकलेगा। क्या वाकई ऐसा हो रहा है? इज इट गोइंग टू हैपन दैट पीस इज कमिंग टू गजा एंड वेस्ट बैंक एंड फ़लस्तीन एंड द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ फ़लस्तीन इज गोइंग टू बी सॉल्व्ड? इट्स अ होप फॉर अस. Whether it is going to happen or it's only just like past experiences, we have His Excellency, the Palestinian Ambassador, Mr. Abdullah M. Abu Savesh, AM Savesh. Most welcome, sir, for coming here and giving your time to us. Can I hope, we hope that after the Sharm el Sheikh agreement, everything is going to be normal in Gaza?
Namaskar, as you already started it, my distinguished brother Finud Agnihotri. And thank you so much, of course, for being with me today. And of course, many thanks to, at large, to Amar Ujala, you're a very important and very distinguished, of course, media giant, which is well known all around India. Thank you so much indeed for coming today. Hope. All the time we have the hope. But the hope is not the reality. This we should distinguish between the hope and the reality. The reality is different. But the hope is still there. We, the Palestinians, have the hope to build our state one day in only 22% of our historical land. We have the hope and we have the will to raise from the ash, likewise the phoenix bird. And this is something we used to have it. This is not the first time. In 1948, the whole entire Palestinian society was utterly, completely destroyed when establishing of a state of Israel at the expense of the expelling, ethnically cleansing the Palestinian people from their homeland. Me in person, my father, my late father, was born in our original village, Berga, likewise all of my ancestors at that time, and they had been ethnically cleansed and expelled from our homeland, so that I personally born in a refugee camp. But again, we raised from the ash and we will back to raise from the ash very soon, likewise the phoenix. But this is the hope. Now the reality. Unfortunately, the reality is very devastating. 2 years and 3 days of continuous, televised genocide, textbook genocide, live stream genocide. This is the first ever time in the history the international community, 5 billion worldwide, whom we used to watch in a daily pace a televised live stream genocide at the hands of Israel, fully supported by many Western countries. On top of them, of course, I'm not revealing a secret, of course, the United States of America. And this is what exactly the recent report of the Human Rights Council, the United Nations Secretary General, the recent report that issued just 2 days ago, talked about it. It's a genocide that had conducted collectively by complicity by many other countries. But again, back to the statistical issue, the reality after 2 years and 3 days of relentless bombardment from the sky, from the sea, from the ground, by Israel, which is ranked 15 worldwide when it came to the military power. This is a war on Gaza, not a war in Gaza, because war in Gaza mean there is 2 armies. There is no other.
It's one-sided.
One side, only one side. And this war, unfortunately, was not started by October 7th. This war was started 33,464 days ago. I mean, November 2nd, 1917, when the United Kingdom issued the despicable, ominous Balfour Declaration. In this declaration, 66 words, only 66 words. United Kingdom, your occupier at that time,
Yeah, we are
1917, gifted, pledged our homeland to the Khazarian Jew. When I say gifted, pledged, would have, at that time, United Kingdom, have a 0 footprint in our land, Palestine. Even though, by the arrogance of the
power and
when the mighty create right, they decided to pledge our homeland to the Khazarian Jew. And when I say the Khazarian Jew, I mean it because we should differentiate between the Jewish, whom is descendant from Abraham, Yaakov, Ishaq, and all of these stuff, and the whom is converted, the Russian Jew whom is converted to Judaism 1100 years ago, which is the Khazarian Jew. So United Kingdom started or sowed the seeds for all the evil and the war that we are endured, the evil that we are endured, and the war that have been launched on us, against us, since again 108 years ago, when they pledged, gifted our homeland to the Khazarian Jew. This is the essence of the issue. This is the starting point. Then the next starting point, when the establishment of Israel, at the expense of expelling and ethnically cleansing the Palestinian people from their homeland. Then the remaining part, or the other stage in our misery, was started in June 6, 1967, when Israel occupied the remaining part, 22% of the historical land of Palestine. So again, Gaza, West Bank, including East Jerusalem. This is the issue. Then October 7th, and after October 7th, 2 years and 3 days of again relentless, unstopped bombardment, killing of the Palestinian people. In this war, just in the recent 2 years, more than 90% of Gaza was utterly, completely, building was utterly, completely was razed. Utterly, completely razed, demolished, and became ruins. We are talking about 67,000, and some statistics talking about 68,000 Palestinians have been killed. All of them, without no exceptional, is innocent people. And when I say that, I mean it, and I would like to repeat it. The 67,000 Palestinians whom killed at the hands of the Israeli killing machine, as the Israeli butchery machine, all of them, without no exceptional, is a Palestinian, innocent Palestinian. And when I say that, because all the names is there. Just we used to say that we challenge Israel to come up with any of those names that already declared, and to say he's an Hamas member or he's X or Y of the military member. It's not true. All of them is. Another very important evidence they use to tell us at the very beginning of the war that Hamas in the tunnels. Today you will not hear any single word about the tunnels. Tunnels was there at the very beginning of the war. Hamas at the tunnels, hostages at the tunnels. Then what is the justification if Hamas and the hostages at the tunnels? In the tunnels, what is the justification to kill the people on the surface? So even the war tunnels was utterly, completely removed from the second or maximum the third month of the war itself. 67,000 of Palestinians whom already killed, and we know their names. We are talking about between 12,000 to 15,000 whom utterly, completely disappeared. We did not know whether they are melted, but we still finding tens of hundreds of bodies every day and a while in the streets and under the rubble and decomposed body, I mean. We are talking about the infrastructure is completely come to its knees. When it came to statistics also, water, we are lack of water. Starvation is still there till yesterday, till 2 days ago. UNICEF, the United Nations well-respected entity, is still talking about lack of humanitarian aids and the starvation in Gaza, and still many thousands of children still enduring starvation and malnutrition. So when it came to statistics, tens of other issues that we can talk about it. Israel itself is talking about, now Israel is talking about 7,000 tons of unexploded ordnance is still active in Gaza under the rubble and the streets, which is another devastating situation that we are facing. We are talking about nearly 40,000 children whom became orphaned. We are talking about 17,000 women whom became widow, 5,000 amputated, 5,000 till today. This is the numbers that we are talking about it. Approximately 200,000 hospitals, just approximately the health system with all the work.
Collapsed.
We are talking about it work between 20% and some estimations talking about 30% of the health system is still active, but not in its full capacity. Incubators for the babies, we are lack of incubators. Just I was reading the UNICEF report this morning about the incubator itself. And we lost a lot of infant and child because of the incubators.
My question is that, sir, because Israel is accusing Hamas for this attack, because what they did in October, they attacked Israel and made more than 1,200 people as hostages. And that was the reason what Israel tells them. What is the reason why the Palestinian Authority, which you represent, is so helpless to control Hamas?
Three things. First and foremost, no, I'm not representing the Palestinian Authority. I'm representing the Palestinian people, the entire Palestinian people. When we came here as an official position, we came as a BLO. BLO is the sole and legitimate representative of the Palestinian people. India recognized the state of Palestine. State of Palestine is the state for all the Palestinians. So I'm representing the state of Palestine because I know wording. I know. No worry. But because it's very important for me.
Very clear.
Yes. Yeah. The second point we have when we blame Hamas, the main issues here when we should start measuring the Palestinian catastrophe. This is very important. When to start measuring the Palestinian catastrophe? Two schools of thought. The rational school of thought, which I personally, utterly, 100% represented it, and I start by saying that the one who sowed the seeds to all the evil that we are facing, to all the Palestinian misery, is the United Kingdom by issuing the notorious, despicable, ominous bill for declaration in November 2nd, 1917. This is the point that we should start measuring, because you cannot isolate You cannot say that Bhagat Singh, the great martyr, Bhagat Singh, was because he killed. At that time, the history of India was started. No, there is a very long history before he killed, before even he born. There is a history of occupation, of dehumanization of the Indian people, and all of this. But to start measuring at the very point that he killed the English man, this is unfair. Will you accept that in India? Do you agree to because you are rational people? Again, the school of thought, the rational school of thought, used to say root symptom analysis. To solve any problem, go to the root of it. The root of it is the occupation. The root of it is the Nakba 1948, when we had been expelled. I still have my personal key, my home key before 1948. We still have our official title deeds to our homeland, Palestine. When the partition plan or the resolution 181 was imposed without consulting us as a Palestinian, we used to own officially 94% of the historical land of Palestine, officially, title deeds. Not only this, till today, Israel is managing and dealing with our property in Palestine with a special law called absentee property law. This is the essence of this is the root of the issue. Then the occupation. Why do you want us to forget the occupations that was started in 1967? Just you want us, which is the rational school of thought, saying this is the root of the problem. To solve the problem, go to the roots, not to the symptom. October 17, the symptom. Those media or the Zionist school of thought is trying, when anyone, likewise you, to remind them, but there is an occupation, they used to say, but nothing justified October 7. Fair enough. And October 7 did not justify 2 years and 3 days of continuous textbook genocide. If all the Palestinian misery, 106 years before October 7 did not justify October 7, fair enough. And October 7 did not justify the continuous textbook genocide and killing of the Palestinian people. Otherwise, yes, we are in the Palestinian National Authority, in the Palestinian government, in the PLO, is the one who called to disarming Hamas.
Yeah.
Is the one who called for the unity. One law. This is our official position that the Israeli and India, everyone know. One law, one security for us. Even when we talk about a future state, we did not talk about a military state. We used to say just security for us for our security reason, not more than that. We did not want even to have an army and nuclear weapons and all. Security for us now. So we used to talk about one law, one government, and all of this one. The one, but to your surprise, the one who was stand against this, the one who cemented Hamas, is the current fugitive from justice, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This is not our word. This is a proven fact. The one who cemented Hamas, and he used to say loud and clear, and you can find it. Any one of you can find it in Google. Benjamin Netanyahu, the fugitive from justice, is the one who cemented Hamas in Gaza. Not only this, he used to say that anyone want to prevent the establishment of a state of Palestine, he should maintain the division between the Palestinians. To maintain the division, he cemented Hamas in Gaza. He is the one who used to facilitate the Qatarian money in cash, because no banking system worldwide will allow or will accept to deliver or any bank transaction to Hamas in Gaza. So the only way to support Hamas with the money is the cash itself. The cash used to come, and all of this information in Google, unfortunately, but no one knows. The cash used to come through the Ben Gurion airport. Okay. And by the permission of, again, Benjamin Netanyahu, it used to go directly to Gaza in bags, in a suits, in a convey, I mean, secured by the Israeli military force, the Israeli security force. This is the reality that no one knows it. Not only this. In Gaza, we used to import the electricity from Israel. And the one who collect the money from the people in Gaza is Hamas. And the one who pay the bill is we, the Palestinian Authority. When we discuss this issue, we should stop, because Israel is collecting our tax money, export and import through so all of this money is at the hands of Israel. And we told them, and they start deducting it since 2007. We told them, this is not fair, and this is not, you are cementing Hamas, because we are paying the money and they are collecting it. The one who refused to let Hamas pay the bill, which means that we should pay it as a Palestinian Authority, and they're gonna collect the money from the people, is again the current fugitive from justice, the Israeli Prime Minister. This is the reality that no one knows it. So again, back to your question, there is a root to this issue. It was not started in October 7. The second issue, the one we have a role as a Palestinian Authority, the one who tied our hands to exercise our role is the Israeli government and the Israeli current Prime Minister.
No, my another question is that in past there were several attempts to resolve the Palestinian issue. Camp David there was
many attempts.
Yeah,
yes.
many attempts.
Yes.
Yeah. That Oslo Accord
Yes.
in Norway, but nothing succeeded.
Yes.
There was. So, do you blame this Israel for that, or there is some other reason why these accords were not succeeded?
We still have the title deeds, of 94% of the land between the river and the sea. Historical land of Palestine. The partition plan called the partition plan of Palestine. The 181 resolution is talking about 54% of the historical land of Palestine to the Israeli and 46% to the Palestine, to establish ours. Even though we accept to build our state in 22% of our historical land. Do you think that there is more sacrification, more than that? Even though the Israeli, because if you want to go to peace, this means that the two-state solution, which is India in agreement of that and supporting it. What is the meaning of
even the United Nations is supporting that two-state solution?
Everyone except the Israeli and the current American regime, so to speak. What is the meaning of
even the European Union is also supporting?
Everyone.
Germany, France.
Everyone. What is the meaning of two-state solution while you are not stopping building settlement? This area should become the Palestinian state. But you did not stop building a settlement in this area. We start the peace process with less than 200,000 terrorist settlers. And when I say terrorists, I mean it. We have evidence on that. Even many of the Israelis start calling them a terrorist. Terrorist settler spread in West Bank. Now we are talking about a 750,000 Israelis terrorist settler. In the settlement itself, the outpost became 4 times more than when we start the peace process itself. There should be a logic. Put aside all the slogans and all the propaganda, Israeli and the Zionist propaganda. Two-state solution mean to build the state of Palestine in West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem. Is it fair? This is what the international community agree on it. This is what the previous Israeli government, when we signed Oslo Accord agreement, agreed on this issue. But they did not stop building settlement. They did not stop putting barriers before the peace process itself. When we recognize, they ask us to recognize the state of Israel. Then now they used to ask us, no, you should recognize that this is the Jewish state. But they did not ask anyone worldwide. Even their name, official name as Israel, is Israel, not a Jewish state.
Not a Jewish state.
But they want us. The only one, they asked them to recognize this is a Jewish state is the Palestinian. Just a few years ago, when they signed the normalization agreement with many Arab countries, they signed it between State of Israel and X and Y of the Arab countries. They did not ask anyone to recognize the Jewish state except us. And there is a legal perception about that. They did not stop to asking us to do a lot of issues that to destroy any chance for the two-state solution, any chance for the peace. But again, yes, we should be blamed as a Palestinian because we did not have the media to support us, to give us the chance to tell our story. They have the media to say that the Palestinian did not spare any effort to lose the opportunity to. We offered them in 2000. No, we did. You did not. When you gave me just the 22% of my historical land, you did not offer me. According to the international law, you did not make me a favor. You should not be here. I should not discuss with you, this is mine or this is mine, according to the international. The issue is when you should leave and compensate me. You should pay me. But again, the logic of power, the mighty create right, and the propaganda and the media, that they gave them all the power to tell, to spread their...
But this Israel and Palestine issue is very burning issue in the current days. But the Arab countries, like Saudi Arab, Egypt, Iraq, Syria, and other countries like Qatar, and your neighboring countries, Lebanon, they were doing only the lip service. There is no concrete effort from these countries to pressurize US and international community to resolve this issue. Why they are just only condemning Israeli attack on and giving their statements and nothing else. How do you see their role in this crisis?
Again, here we should tackle the issue from the macro level. This is not a pure Arab or pure Muslim issue. This is the Israeli propaganda that they want everyone worldwide to believe that. But this is an Arab-Israeli issue, or this is a maxim when they used to extend it, they used to say that this is a Muslim versus Jewish issue, which is not true. This is a global issue. When India recognized the state of Palestine, India is not a Muslim or an Arab country. It was the first ever one to recognize, non-Arab and non-Muslim country, to recognize the state of Palestine in 1988, to recognize the PLO itself as a sole and legitimate representative of the Palestinian people in 1974. So again, we should not put it like this, Arab. What did the Arab
and non-Arab issue? Arab and
it's a global
Jews
issue.
It's a global issue.
No, it's a global issue. It's not against the Jew at all. My first ever leader in the Ministry of Planning and International Cooperation was a Jewish man. His name is Ilan Halif, but no one, again, gave us the chance to tell these type of stories. In the very first ever government that we are established, one of our cabinet minister was Rabbi Moshe Hirsch. Rabbi in our cabinet minister. Yes, this is the fact that no one know it and no one will have the chance because again the media is controlled, and this is not anti-Semitic. Back to the lip services. No, it's not only we used to have the lip service from all around the world, unfortunately, especially with all due respect from the not only the word the lip service and the double standard, hypocrisy and double standard. When you say lip services, you should add it to it hypocrisy and double standard. And I'm gonna give you some examples. Russia, EU and Western country impose on it 30,000 different type of sanctions. 30,000 different type of sanctions against Russia. 0 sanctions against Israel, except of course with all due respect, Spain put some sanctions. But even when they used to talk about the reconstruction of Ukraine, international community, and particularly the Western countries, used to call Russia should, cluster clear, Russia should pay for the reconstruction. But when it came to Gaza, no.
These are the double standards.
Utterly mum.
This is
and they have been faced by those questions, the EU and the EU countries and the EU representative all over the world, they utterly, completely. So this is the hypocrisy. This is the double standard. But when it came to the lip services, yes, everyone is against the Israeli settlement. Everyone, especially the European, and they used to say that, the Western country, I mean, they used to say that Israeli settlement is the main barriers to the peace and the two-state solution. Lip services, because the Israeli settlement product is flooding their shelves. If you are against the settlement, by default you should, and you used to say day and night that this settlement is illegal and built on the Palestinian land. So by default, it is a product, it should be illegal. You can just make sure that, or stop trading with the settlement itself. It stop import to your market in Europe, here and there, the settlement product. This is the only way to say that, to move from lip services to practicals.
How do you see the role of India in this crisis and in this issue, on Palestinian issue? India has recognized Palestine as a state, and India is always supporting two-state solution. What more India can do? What do you more expect more from India?
When we talk about India,
yeah,
because by the end of the day, I'm the ambassador of Palestine to India, but I can assure you, I will, once I will leave from here, I will become the ambassador of India to anywhere I will leave to it. Because this is India, 1.4 billion. India, the champion of the South. India is the biggest, the largest, the greatest democracy worldwide. India, the diversity and the very rich culture. India, the Bollywood. India, everything. India, the history. When we talk about India, you, the Indian people, should be very proud. This is India, we, the India. So when we used to say as a Palestinian, we want India to, because we look to India as the big brother, that when we used to ask them, they will give us, they will provide us, they will support us in that. And we have a history with India. So just to make sure that when we look to India, we cannot, and we should not like us, everyone should look to India, there. The question is, or the issue is, we have a history with India. India used to support the Palestinian people during your revolution and our revolution, mid-1930. There is a strong evidence India was with us at that time to support our revolution, mid-1930s. India was with us under the chairmanship of Mahatma Gandhi. India voted against the partition plan of Palestine, the 181 resolution, as out of his or out of India's strong belief, the historical land of Palestine is for the Palestinians.
Yeah. That was the stand of Mahatma Gandhi.
This is in a cluster clear position. Then India was with us. 1974. When the Arab League recognized the PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization, as the sole and legitimate representative of the Palestinian people, India directly recognized the PLO as the sole and legitimate representative.
That was the first non-Muslim country. India was
there all the time. India was there in 1988. India was invested heavily since we started the peace process. Even before India widely opened its relation with Israel, they called Yasser Arafat, early 1990s. And they told him, we will going to start a new era with the relation with Israel. Yasser Arafat was happy, very happy at that day, and he told them, or told India at that time, this is we will, because of our relation with India, we are fully assured that we will going to utilize this very, very new relation, very wide relation, very strong relation with Israel. We will going to utilize it, and you will allow us to utilize it for our benefit, for the peace process itself. India was with us. India is still with us. Just a few, less than 1 month ago, around 1 month ago, India voted in favor of another resolution to back the two-state solution. India still supporting the two-state solution. India building project on the ground, built already, and still building many projects.
Despite the change of regime in India, the policy and stand of India on Palestine issue is consistent.
At the macro level, yes.
Macro level is consistent.
And we as a Palestinian, we used to say,
whether it was previous government or present government.
No. Well, India. By the end of the day, it's India. When we talk
do you expect Prime Minister Modi can do something
very significant? Yes,
absolutely.
Absolutely. He has a very good relation with Israel. Then he's the Prime Minister of India, the great India, and he can do, and we trust that he will do something very significant and very soon. And also we trust India will be with us in the day after the war, because the war was not stopped yet. It's in a pause. But Israel did not declare that the war was end. Once the war will be end, we trust India will be with us, and there is a lot of projects that I'm fully assured that India will allow us, will going to implement it in Palestine. Right now, India is implementing a very important project in West Bank, which is a hospital. They are building a very important and very big hospital in Palestine.
One final question, that now the world order is changing very rapidly. You see, now it is a G2. Yes. Earlier it was G7, now it has become G2, the US and the China. After the last meeting of President Trump and President Xi. In this changing world order, how do you see this Palestinian issue could be resolved? China can do something to persuade US to finally, there should be a settlement. India can also...
The Palestinian question is a global question, not because we are one, that we did not choose to be questioned even. But unfortunately, there is someone, again, United Kingdom put us in this unfortunate situation, and we are enduring it since 108 years. But the Palestinian question is the litmus test between the right and the wrong, between the international law or the jungle law. And anyone, especially the southern country, will not allow the trampling of the Palestinian question. We are facing a lot of difficulties, because by the end of the day, we the Palestinian people facing two empires. The money empire, and needless to say that the Zionist movement is controlling the money worldwide. And this is not, again, anti-Semitic, this is fact. Whether they like it or they did not like it, they cannot accuse me of being anti-Semitic because I'm a Semitic. And the other issue is the media. And you are the son of the media. And you know that when the media decided to do anything, but still, after all of these devastating years, 108 years, we're still there as a Palestinian, because again, we are in the right side of the history. We have a very wide, legitimate support from all around the world. Even many of the governments which is not supporting us, especially in the Western countries, but still the people is there supporting us.
Do you think the success of this current agreement and current Sharm el-Sheikh arrangement, is all the success of this agreement is depend on the role of Israel, how they act?
100%. Everything, unfortunately, because we are living in the era of the jungle law. It depends on the Israeli attitude, unfortunately. Yes. We have this agreement in last April. And we have the ceasefire, and we are very close to end everything. But Israel is the one who violated the ceasefire itself.
But nothing has been said in this agreement regarding the creation of Palestinian state.
But because this is an agreement, we should differentiate, because it called comprehensive plan to end the conflict in Gaza. It does not talk about peace. Peace means Oslo Accord. Peace means
Oslo Accord.
international law. Peace means two-state solution. This agreement does not get close to anything called peace. It's just to put an end to the ongoing genocide in Gaza and to find some solution to the humanitarian issue. But the question of Palestine is not a humanitarian question. It's a political question. But we in the Palestinian National Authority, President Abbas, we already welcome this plan because out of our belief that it might stop the ongoing bloodshed. It will feed the people with enough food so that no more child with tens of child will be died due to the hunger, starvation, and malnutrition. So that we supported it, but still it's a step, necessary step, timely step, but this is not the step that will take us.
One hypothetical question: if India would have been the member of Security Council, permanent member, then do you think that the question of Palestine has been resolved earlier?
First and foremost, yes, we would like it to see India as a permanent member of the Security Council. 100% it will be in our favor without no hesitation to say that. But even if there is another 10 countries whom is fully supporting us to become a permanent member, and there is one country, which is the United States of America, have the veto, this will not support, but this will not help. United States of America refused to put an end to this genocide, textbook genocide, by using the veto for 6 times during the last 2 years. The vast majority in the United States of America, vast majority, it used, I did not have the exact numbering, but the vast majority of the veto that they are used is to protect Israel and to perpetuate the Israeli occupation. And
that means United States America is, I think that is the main obstacle in resolving this question, because they are supporting Israeli blindly.
United States of America, just during the last 2 years, according to their statistics, support Israel with $30.7 billion. All the sophisticated bombs that killed and destroyed Gaza is a pure American bombs and the pure American.
And when they came to support Israel during Iran's attack,
this is not.
They sent B-2 bomber to attack Iran.
We are not revealing a secret when we say that. The recent United Nations report is talking about this and accused United States of America of is fully complicit of this massacre. This is not our word. This is the United Nations reports. The recent one.
Okay, Ambassador, I am very thankful that you gave your time and we discussed the issue of Palestine and the issue of Gaza and the various dimensions of this complicated global issue. I hope peace will prevail in Gaza, and I don't know the time frame, but I hope that one day the Palestinian state will be the reality of the globe and you will be there as a
Thank you so much indeed. Yes, hope is very important, but we can all be united. We can all, if we believe, me and you, believe that we can be a game changer, we can do something. For you as a media person, as a media giant, as a media industry, just gave us the chance to tell our story. Not more than that. Don't support us. We did not seek anyone to support us blindly. Come to us, listen to us, give us the chance to appear in your screens, to tell our story. No one is safe until everyone is safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abdullah Abu Sawash. I'm very grateful, and my blessings for Palestinian people, and I am very, I can say I am hopeful that the peace should prevail in Gaza, problems and calamities and
Not only the people of Palestine, but people of Palestine, the people of Israel, you're replacing for the Israeli and the Palestinian. It should be collective issue because again, no one is safe until everyone. We are looking for building a future for all, not for an hegemony, what for a Jewish supremacy. We will not be slaves.
there should be no supremacy of anybody.
Absolutely.
There should be equality and democracy should prevail.
This is the freedom.
फ्रीडम। तो दोस्तों ये थे फ़लस्तीन के, भारत में फ़लस्तीन के राजदूत M.A. शावेज साहब, इनसे हमारी आपकी मुलाकात हुई और हमने फ़लस्तीन के सवाल पर इजराइल और गज़ा में जो कत्लेआम और ये जो संहार पिछले 2 साल से ज़्यादा हुआ, हमास की जो क्या भूमिका थी, जिस तरह उन्होंने वहाँ के लोगों को अगवा किया, इस सारे मुद्दे पर विस्तार से बात की। हमास की भूमिका पर भी बात की, अमेरिका की भूमिका पर भी बात की और जो फ़लस्तीन गवर्नमेंट है, फ़लस्तीन अथॉरिटी है, नेशनल फ़लस्तीन अथॉरिटी, उस पर भी बात की। और मुझे लगता है कि बहुत सारी चीज़ों को, बहुत सारे भ्रम दूर हुए होंगे इस बातचीत से। अगले हफ्ते हम फिर मिलेंगे, फिर किसी नए मेहमान के साथ किसी नए मुद्दे पर। तब तक के लिए मुझे इजाज़त दीजिए। विनोद अग्निहोत्री को अगले हफ्ते के लिए नमस्कार। थैंक यू।
अगर आप ये वीडियो YouTube पर देख रहे हैं तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर बेल आइकन दबाएं और Facebook पर देख रहे हैं तो हमारे पेज को लाइक करें।